Look, y'all know how to have fun, amen? But it's really important that you understand that we want you to have fun, we want you to have a good time, but we also want you to focus on first things first. Third thing I want you to be is energetic. I want you to be people who grow up in this world and recognize the importance of bringing some energy to issues, bringing some energy to your job, and being the kind of people that other folks just want to be like and they want to be around. The fourth thing I'm going to ask you to do is to remember the importance of the fact that you didn't get here on your own, did you? You didn't get here on your own. It happened to be other people who helped you get here. And the truth is, when we look in this audience tonight, every one of us had a village that helped us become who we are tonight. Is that right? Is that right or not? And the fact is, what I want our young people to do, and I'm asking you to remember this, is to remember the importance of going out and helping somebody else. You're the next teachers and staff members at Helen's View. You're the next ones who are going to be the speakers who tell people what it's like to overcome. You're going to be the ones who help people understand that even though you're down, you're not out. Even though you're down, you can still get up. Even though it's tough, you can keep on going. You're the ones that can help them and that you can tell them that it's going to be all right after a while. It's going to be all right. You're going to be able. There are brighter days ahead. And I want you to do that. The last thing I want you to do is to remember the importance of the fact that as students at Helen's View, you've got a responsibility to go out and do great stuff. And the truth is, whether it's in Portland or whether it's in any other city that you go to, I want you to remember that we need your help. We need your help to solve the race problems. We need your help to solve the relationship between police and community. We need your help to make sure that young people grow up with greater choices. We need your help to help us understand how we can make this city great. We need your help in every aspect of life, and we need your help. And I beg you, as a parent and a grandparent, to give us that help because we need you. Finally, I want to say, preachers, by the way, close 3 times. How many of y'all know that? So that's my first close. My second close is this. Don't let anybody tell you what you can't do, because can't is spelled T-R-Y. And when it came to me, when it came to many of us, there was always somebody trying to tell you what you couldn't do. And I'm asking you, begging you, that when it comes to trying to get something constructive done, please go, do the best you can, keep working at it, and if it gets too tough, go to somebody you know you can trust and who loves you, and ask them for their help. Ask them to stay with you. Ask them to encourage you. And the last thing I'd say, do good choices when it comes to picking partners. Come on, somebody. Pick a partner that believes in you. Pick a partner that'll encourage you. Pick a partner that is trying to do something constructive with his or her life as well. Don't pick partners that are going to drag you down. Pick partners that are going to lift you up. Pick partners that are trying to do something. Pick partners that are positive. Pick partners that know how to go and do what needs to be done, and do it positively and do it lovingly. And finally, I say, this is my last one. This is it. Martin Luther King said it better than anybody else. He said, whatever you do in life, be the best that you can be. He said, if it falls your lot to be a street sweeper, he said, go on out and sweep streets like Michelangelo carved marble. Sweep streets like Raphael painted pictures. Sweep streets like Beethoven composed music and like Shakespeare wrote poetry. He said, sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will have to pause and say, here lived a great street sweeper who swept his job well. For if you can't be a pine on the top of the hill, be a scrub in the valley, but be the best little scrub on the side of the rill. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. If it isn't by size that you win or you fail, be the best of whatever you are. Blessings to every one of you.
Thank you, Pastor Hennessy. I think I drew the short straw having to go after a preacher. I'm pretty sure of that. Good evening, graduates. Are you awake? You're under the heat lamp, so it may be putting you to sleep. We'll just check in from time to time a nod, that'll be good. All right, hang in there. All right, good evening, graduates. Good evening, families, friends, and guests. My name is Ryan Blazak. I'm the vice principal of Helensview School. Tonight not only marks the beginning of a new chapter for each and every graduate on this stage, but also a new chapter for our leader and principal, Chris Pearson. After 19 years, yes, that is worthy of clap. After 19 years guiding Helensview and 37 years with the Multnomah Education Service District, let that sink in, Chris has much deservedly decided to retire. Yes. Helensview would not be here were it not for Chris's passion, vision, and commitment to the students and families of Multnomah County. Chris is keenly skilled at identifying the strengths within each student and staff member, and more importantly, empowering us all to nurture our strengths so we may maximize our potential. Although Chris is retiring, her vision will carry on in each and every student, staff member, community member who has been fortunate enough to work alongside her. One of these community members is here with us tonight. Retired Sergeant George Weatheroy has volunteered his time and his resources to contribute to the vision that is Helensview School. He has facilitated groups, funded student scholarships, and mentored students, all while continuing his other jobs. First as a sergeant with the Portland Police, and now currently as the Director of Security Services at Portland Public Schools. It is with great honor that I introduce to you Retired Sergeant George Weatheroy.
Good evening, everyone. As I look around the room, it's very powerful to see all the seats just about filled here. All the support that are here for these graduates. All of you are mentors, whether you want to be or not. And all of you have been supportive of these young people. Pastor Hennessy reminded me of a couple of things that my grandmother said. And one of those is, and it's not real good English, but she used to always say, just because you poor don't mean you have to be trash. And some people have a perception of Helensview, in my opinion, that is wrong. Those people that have that perception haven't been in the doors, haven't been in the classrooms of Helensview. These young men and women here are class. Very intelligent. And she also used to say, make sure you don't let your mistakes define you. Because we all make mistakes. It's kind of bittersweet for me to be here. One, it's a tremendous honor to be here. And I've had the tremendous blessing of being able to work with Chris Pearson. And in my opinion, I think some people have taken Chris for granted. Sometimes people don't know what they've got till it's gone. Yeah, you can clap on that one. Some of you are probably saying, man, why is Chris so hard on us? Chris is a leader. Some people have the title, a principal, but they couldn't lead a horse to water. Chris is a leader. When she says she loves these students, And for 19 years, a principal at Helensview, I believe she loved every one of those students. And Chris has been very protective of those students, and I'm getting ready to tell you a little bit about that. I'm a firm believer in being grateful and thankful, and I too want to say thank you to the tremendous staff of Helensview. I don't think they get the credit that they deserve. Can we give them one more round of applause? Some of you may not know that Chris Pearson used to be in martial arts, and she used to spar with men. And I think she's taken some of that toughness and decided to use it to lead Helensview. Chris is very intelligent, and Chris has a gift for making students feel, and I want y'all to listen to this, welcome, wanted, and worthy. A lot of the students who have come into the doors of Helensview over the years haven't always been treated well by the other school districts. And Chris embraced them. Chris fought hard against all odds to keep Helensview the way it is, because everybody wants it to be like the traditional schools, right? One size doesn't fit all. And Chris understands that some students need a different type of support and education. Some students are going through some things that other students aren't going through. And Chris fought hard. And when I say that, she would have to talk to some of the other school districts about, hey, I need you to fund additional spots. I have kids, young people on the waiting list that want to go to school and get an education. And she made some people mad. But she fought hard to try to get additional spots because she believes every young person deserves an opportunity. Now, Chris has also got a gift, in my opinion. She's got a gift for thinking outside the box. And I'm going to give you an example. So, several years ago, when I was a homicide detective for the Portland Police Bureau, the trail led to Helensview High School. And we wanted to talk to a couple of witnesses, and Chris was very protective and wanted to make sure